Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great night. It's currently around 11 o'clock for me. It's very hot in my room, which you guys can hear the fan on. So I'm gonna have the fan on during this episode just because it's very hot. But today I thought I would bring you guys a brand new series to the channel. I think I will be replacing my old Minecraft series with this series, as the old Minecraft series was not doing too well, at least not as well as the old Minecraft series. Anyways, but I figured I'd name this series Insightful, because this is going to be a little bit of a different take. Basically, what I want to do is create videos that are a little bit longer than my other ones, kind of like what I did with my long play, no commentary Minecraft series. But this time, I want to talk to you guys. I just want to talk about life, whatever is on my mind, and just playing the game. Honestly, just doing what I love. I created this channel because I wanted to do something different with my life, and I wanted to add some fun to it, and I think the other series was starting to feel more like work, that I had to do it. So this series, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to just play the game that I love while also just talking about what's on my mind, because honestly, sometimes it's hard for us to do that sometimes. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. This is all just normal, everything. I'm not going to do anything hardcore or anything, but we're just going to go ahead and create the world. Like I said, these are going to be a little bit longer videos. I'm not really going to edit them, which is another reason why I kind of wanted to do this series, is because editing was taking up most of my time. And as most of you guys know, I am in school. At least I'll be starting school next month, and I just don't believe I'll really have time for it. So I really want to still bring out content for you guys, but something that may be a little bit easier for me to accomplish on the channel. Now, like I said, when I'm not talking, you guys will probably hear the fan. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, not sorry about it. Just because it's very hot today, so I figured, I gotta have that on. I'm actually gonna fix this real quick. I gotta fix my settings here. I'm gonna have the minimum on there. You know what? For this series, I think I'll go ahead and add shaders to this series just to give it a little peaceful look to it. Yeah, this is good. So yeah, I'm gonna switch that to 9 chunks. There we go. I want this video to be crisp and clear. So anyway, like I said at the beginning of the video, I want each episode just about me talking about what's on my mind. Nothing too special. I don't really have an idea of how long each of these episodes are going to take. Just kind of me hanging out, just talking to you guys about whatever I need to. Honestly, I really want you guys to be involved in this series as well, because I don't really want to go too depressing into the series, but I do want to try and go deep into conversation. It's going to be mostly one-sided when I'm recording this, but if you guys have any thoughts on the series, just go ahead and please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback, but yeah. So today, in this episode, I thought I would just talk about new beginnings, because for a lot of you, maybe, you guys are experiencing those. For me personally, I am experiencing a lot of those. I just moved out of my parents' house about 3 weeks ago, I think, and it's my first time being on my own. Never been on by myself before, and it's definitely an adjustment. I also happen to be single, so I don't have really anyone to. I don't really have anyone else in my life except for me, and I'm in an area where I am not familiar with, and sometimes, that can be a little overwhelming sometimes. When I was living over in my other home, I was working at Target, and And I mean, the job was good. I only took it because it was just there. I was working at Best Buy before, and I loved my job there, but unfortunately, I couldn't work there anymore due to the fact that I was moving. And Target said that they could transfer me to the store down here. So that's what I did. And I thought that maybe if I got the job at Target and I transferred down to the other store over here where I'm living now, I would be fine, you know. I would be used to. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to turn off the auto jump. It's kind of making me a little upset. I thought I could adjust pretty easily to a job I was already familiar with, but when I got down here and I was surrounded by people I didn't know, and like a store that, though it was still Target, it was completely different format. I was used to working in a large format store, and this one was a small format, so it was just they run things a little bit differently, and I just really didn't know anyone there. It was a little bit overwhelming. I wouldn't consider myself an introvert, but I am definitely not. I don't know, what's the opposite of introvert? I don't know. I'm definitely not that much of a social person. I try to be, but I don't know. I just don't think I'm very good at it. But yeah, so I tried to get to know people there, but it wasn't. I don't know. I didn't feel like I belonged there. So I recently just quit from Target. Didn't work there very long. Only about 3 months, I believe. So definitely not long, but honestly, I am the kind of person that just has a strong belief that your work isn't your home, and you shouldn't make it your home, because eventually the people that you're working for, this doesn't apply to all places, but mostly just your first job, starting out job, like these retail jobs, maybe for working in fast food, literally just please don't pour your heart and soul out to these jobs, because the minute you leave or the minute you express any of your opinions about the job, everyone will hate you, or they'll just forget about you. I know it's kind of depressing because most of you may have work friends, and most workplaces are really great. I'm not going to deny that. I've worked at some pretty great places, like I said, Best Buy, but most places will be like that. Yeah, but anyway, so I had recently quit from there, and now I am on a new path where I'm trying to find a new job. Luckily, I did get hired on a new job at a Walmart as a cashier. Kind of funny, because I actually did make a video about me working at Walmart, and that video was made almost a year ago. Because I was working there I only worked at that Walmart for about a month until I got the job at Best Buy. So, but yeah, now I'm back over here at Walmart. So I'm hoping it does go well, but no. But with the struggle of jobs, and also with the pressure of being by myself, now I have to take care of myself. I don't have my parents to take care of me anymore. It comes with a lot of responsibilities. I will not deny that. Luckily, I'm very fortunate and blessed to say that my rent is completely covered by my financial aid. I'm truly very blessed to have that with me, because that takes a huge weight off my shoulders, and it makes me not only have to worry about other monthly expenses such as internet, food, groceries, whatever. So, but yeah, so with the job and with the apartment, there also comes a new school. I had just graduated from a community college, and I just got my associate's degree, and I felt pretty good about myself, because I felt like I had accomplished something that maybe a lot of people wouldn't have, or wouldn't have felt like doing. I'm actually gonna feel like I think I'll punch up right here. I think this is pretty good. I need to settle in. But yeah, I felt pretty good about myself, because I had just graduated my first 2 years of college, and I tell you, it definitely wasn't easy. It came with a lot of its own struggles for it just being community college. Even though it did feel like another 2 years of high school for me, the work was definitely something I wasn't familiar with. I'm just gonna go over here. So Anyway, the problem is that when I was over at my other home in Idaho, when I was living with my family, and when I was going to community college, uh, I had made myself comfortable there, and that was the problem. Is because I had made myself too comfortable in a place I knew I wasn't going to stay for long, and I feel like a lot of us could relate to that. We get comfortable in the situations that we're in, that we're not willing to expand our territory or expand the horizons of which we're wanting to explore. Um, if you guys didn't know, I'm really big on church. I gave my life to Jesus when I was a kid, and I had made really close friends with the people at my church. And to completely uproot my life, move to somewhere new. Granted, my other home is only about like an hour and a half away, so it's not that much of an inconvenience to. Well, actually, it's about like 2 hours away, but it's not that much of an inconvenience to drive myself over there. But anyway, to uproot my life, to move to someplace new to start my career, which I am planning on studying film at this college here, and to completely uproot my life, to move to somewhere I knew no one. It was definitely a struggle I was experiencing, and therein lies another issue, because most of the people in my life were telling me that I was being a little over dramatic about what I was thinking about, how I felt like, I don't know, maybe I was making a mistake, that maybe I shouldn't move down there, that it's too far away. I feel like some people in my life were kind of degrading how I was feeling about it, because I got comments, we got a creeper. Okay, there we go, that wasn't that bad. Because I had gotten comments saying, oh, stop it, you're being dramatic, it's only so-and-so miles away, you can come back and visit. And while that is correct, yeah, I can, but at the same time, why would I come visit on a normal basis when I'm trying to get myself rooted in a new place? I'm not saying I'd want to cut any of those people out of my life, of course not, but I feel like each time I do go back, it makes it even harder to get started with my life down here. So that's one of the things I wanted to discuss with you guys, with the new beginnings of your life. Some of you may be experiencing that with yourselves as well. Maybe you're moving into your first apartment and you have no idea what you're doing. I'm just here to let you know that you are not alone. People are in the same boat as you, and even in those moments when you feel lost or confused, just know that you are not alone. And just know that if other people can do it, then so can you. You have no other reason why you can't do this. So yeah, I'm gonna get some of this coal here, because I don't have any coal. So I'm actually gonna make some torches real quick. There we go. Just gotta place them like that. That works. There we go. That's better. So another thing I want to touch base on is next month. For most of you college kids, or even just really any kids going to school, but you guys don't really start in September. But college kids, they usually start in late August, usually the last week of August. And whether you guys are like continuing your schooling, if you guys are just starting college, whatever, it's definitely scary, because college it's not the same as high school. It's gonna basically, college is just a way to work you till you are just drowning. I remember when I was in community college, where my first year, I had no idea what I was doing. Granted, to you guys a little bit of perspective here, I had graduated in 2020, where the world had gone into sort of a panic because of the pandemic, right? And oh no, I didn't want to place that there. It's dark too, so I'm going to get myself situated. So yeah, the world had just gone into basically chaos, because we had just learned that coronavirus was a thing and it was spreading, and we did not have any sort of control on it. So the world was going into a worldwide pandemic. Stuff was shutting down, places were closing, yada yada. You guys know. So during that year, they had pretty much canceled everything, including my senior project, and they basically made it very easy, and finals too. So they basically made it very easy for anyone who was a senior that year to just graduate, walk the stage, and get their diploma. And so basically the last couple months of my senior year was just kind of me hanging out, waiting for graduation day. I think the hardest work I had to do was work on my yearbook, because that year I decided to join the yearbook. And I'm pretty sure that was just the hardest thing I had to do. But other than that, my senior year was pretty chill, and that had kind of tainted my mind of how school worked. I thought, dang, school's easy now, I don't have to worry about homework. What's that? Grades, no problem. So you guys can only imagine what kind of reality I kind of experienced when I started community college. So it was during my first week. I'm actually going to just make a small little house here. I don't think this is going to be my permanent one, but just something to start off on. It was during my first week of community college, and I was super stressed. I was so overwhelmed with the idea of starting fresh at a new school. Granted, I did know some people there, because most of the people I went to high school with also went to the community college that we went to. It was just pretty common for the area. So anyway, I wasn't familiar with the workload that came with the college experience. And I was stressing myself out so much, and I thought that the work would just never get done. I would always be behind. My grades were already starting to decline. My GPA was not very good. And basically just college so far was just not the experience I thought. I thought that college was just going to be kind of something I would just fly by, and there you go. That was an experience sort of thing. But no. The realities of college is that if you want your degree, they're going to make you work for it. So I didn't realize that. It came to a point where I found myself crying myself to sleep a lot of the time, because I was just so overwhelmed with what I was doing. And I had originally just had thoughts that I was like, why am I even doing this? Like, what's the point? I'm not good enough to work in this career anyway, so why am I even bothering, And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like God really did help me through that. I feel like He gave me strength and knowledge to know that this world will do anything to tell you that you are not worthy of something, that you are not smart enough, you're not important enough. And I spoke about this in a young adults group I am attending, where I spoke about what I was just talking about, how the world has a way of manipulating our minds. And I have felt that on a personal level a lot, especially when I'm working the standard 9-to-5 job. I have just felt like so unimportant to the world. I'm like, I see all these people around me, they're making a difference. They're starting families, they are getting into relationships, yada yada yada, and here I am in my Best Buy shirt, still trying to explain to someone what a phone is or how to work a phone. So I felt like what I was doing was completely unimportant, and I thought that a new beginning in my life was just not even possible. That I would always be stuck in this sort of cage I've trapped myself into. But it took me until about I think second semester of community college where I realized that what I'm doing is important, because even though what I'm studying right now is not part of my career, it's leading up to that. And if you guys don't know, my career choice, I would like to be working in the film industry. I'd like to be working in post-production, so maybe video editing, producing, whatever. That I mean, that has an impact on people, at least people like me. Movies in particular, they have a way of just helping your mind escape from reality for a little bit. Just give you a chance to reminisce on the beauty of the fictional world. And like I said, it took me a while before I actually acknowledged that. That was also around the same time where I started formatting a to-do list for each of my assignments for each of the week. And I cannot tell you guys, if you guys are in school right now, if you guys are doing summer school, whatever, or if you guys are starting school next month for college or high school, whatever, make a to-do list. Make a to-do list. I can't emphasize that enough. Make a to-do list with each day telling you what you're going to be getting done that day. And another important thing is that when you're creating the to-do list, don't overwork yourself if you don't have to. Just give each day its own set of assignments, and if you complete them, you end up feeling more successful. You feel like you achieved something. And that was how I felt. I created that to-do list with different each days of what I needed to do. I stuck true to that, and I eventually got ahead on my assignments, and I can't tell you how much my grades improved because I did that. I kept up on my assignments. Granted, not everything was perfect after that, but it definitely did help me give extra time to studying for essays, to go into the writing center, which if you guys have a writing center at your school, go to it. For mine, it was free to use. You guys would just go over there to ask a professor or English major person, whatever, to read your paper, and they would just point out a few things that they would change about it. And I can't tell you how much that saved me on my grades. I don't know why I hesitated going to the writing center my first year, but I definitely regretted not going, because the writing center really did help me become better at not only at my English classes, but also help me become a better writer. And that's something I wanted to minor in school, was script writing, because I feel like if I'm going to be working on a movie set, maybe I'd want some of my ideas to be heard. So that definitely did help me. Is like, if you guys have that available on your campus, or if you have someone that could mentor you about writing, definitely take them up on the offer, because when you realize that you have people near you that are willing to help you, whether they know you or not, it's life-changing, I'll tell you that much. So definitely try to use that as much as you can. I don't know what the sunset just looks very cool right now. Look at that. You have a whole world. Anyway, so my journey at community college was definitely changing who I was in a positive way. High school kind of tainted my perspective on the realities of schoolwork, because most of the time I was in high school, I kind of just I wouldn't say I didn't work hard, but I didn't really care too much. If my grades slipped, I got them back up. But other than that, I really just didn't really care about what I was doing in high school. I didn't get into any clubs except for yearbook my last year. I didn't play any sports. I just kind of hung around, did my own thing. And some part of me regrets doing that, but some of me just really doesn't care, because after high school, everything is different. The beginnings that you face after high school just make the whole idea of high school just seem irrelevant to your life. And that is a very deep cave. I'll go explore it. Yeah, I'll go explore it. I'm going to create another crafting table, the one I can take with me. I'm actually going to create another furnace too. Perfect. There we go. So, and you guys probably heard this from other people in your life, but I'm telling you right now, as a 20-year-old person who maybe doesn't have as much life experience as they do, can share the same opinion. After high school, all the things that you thought were important back then, they just don't matter. The friends that you made, I hope that you can keep them, but in all reality, you probably won't see them much after you graduate. And it's really sad, yeah, it is, but I mean, that's the reality of life, unfortunately. And sometimes, I hate to quote a movie, but I think it was like Thanos or something that said, "A reality is often disappointing." So, oh no, my pickaxe broke. Oh, why you break? So, yeah, like I was saying, after high school, the struggles you face start to become more real, and the whole idea of life, finding love, whatever, is a lot more apparent. Oh, there we go. Didn't know when I was gonna come out of there. So, okay, so this thing looks pretty deep. Let's see if we can get to the bottom. That looks like water. Oh, just going. Oh, nope, hurt myself. Awesome. Just go make a staircase here real quick. There we go. You have to use this water. Actually, you know what? Let me go and set up my furnace right there. It's an odd place to put it, but I'm putting that there anyway. Because I do want to get some water right away. So, like I was saying about school, most of you, like I said, are going to be starting school next month. And whether you're starting at a university or a community college, whatever, you're getting your master's, you're studying, whatever, I don't know, it's challenging. Because especially if you're new to the school, especially if you don't know anyone, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I don't know anyone at the school, possibly maybe some that I've went to, and what I went to my other schools with, possibly. But other than that, I mean, I don't really know anyone here. So it's you definitely have to take a step out of your comfort zone to get yourself involved with some things. I have involved myself with church, with a couple of young adults groups, and it definitely does ease the anxiety a little bit, because once you get yourself out there and you start like actually seeing other people, you're communicating with them, you realize that a lot of the people are in the same situation you are. And I was touching on this before, how life and our minds can make us feel like we're all alone and nobody can understand our situation. But especially if you're in a college town, everyone's pretty much acting the same way. They're doing life as much as they can with what they have. And based off experience, when you're a college kid moving out by yourself and you're all alone, you don't have much to work off on. But you know what? Like I said, we work off of what we have, because life isn't going to give you handouts all the time, or never. You have to work for what you want. If you want that degree, if you want that job, you're going to have to put in the effort, you're going to have to put in the work to get it. And sometimes we underestimate how hard that can really be. I know I definitely underestimate a lot of stuff in life, and I'm really trying to work better at that, because I find a lot of the time that I'm disappointed in myself, because I thought that this certain task in my life was going to be easy. It was like, oh yeah, I got this, this is going to be easy. Then I actually get myself in the situation where I have to put in the work, I have to think critically, and I just feel lost. I completely put myself up for failure, and now I feel worse about myself. So definitely don't underestimate the challenges life will bring you, especially when you're starting something new. Going back to the job I'm starting at, yes, I've worked at Walmart before. I am familiar with the layout, and yeah, might not be the best job ever, but you know what? It's what I got. It's what's offering me money. It's what's going to pay the bills right now, and I am grateful that I have it. So I'm kind of having the mindset where this job is going to present itself with some challenges. Most of them I've already experienced while working in retail, such as like dealing with harsh customers, being called certain names, systems not working, the whole shebang. Oh, hello, skeleton. No, I do not want you today. Thank you. Dang, he didn't even try shooting me. What is that? Okay, I actually have to fix my zoom here real quick. I think it's not working here. Where is it? There it is. No, I do not want that. So F, that can be switched to C. Perfect. It's because I like having F as my look. So that looks like more iron, and we're getting down to deep slate, so that's good. What level are we at right now? We are at level 15. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. I don't really have a plan for this episode. I'm just kind of doing what I'm doing. So, yeah. So, like I was saying, definitely don't underestimate the struggles life will bring you, because as hard as it can be, life will just tear you down day by day. And I know that sounds depressing, but it's the truth. But you know, there is beauty in that, and I know that sounds super cliche. I get it. I know there is a certain, like, what do I want to say? There's a certain clarity that you experience when you have gone through hard times. You've maybe experienced the worst, but now all these things that you're going through right now, they just seem like little stuff. It's like, oh, okay, I got that. I've already experienced that in my life. I'm good. I can handle this. Like, you don't even think about it, because you're like, I've gone through much worse. And definitely happened to me a couple times. I will touch base on this in a couple other videos, but I had lost my mom when I was 16. Lost her when I was 16, and her and I, we didn't have the best relationship. We went through our own separate struggles, and eventually time caught up with us, and fortunately she passed away in her sleep. And it made me think how I didn't want to, what am I trying to say? I didn't want to leave off with anybody like that, because I feel like there were still a lot of issues that I could have resolved with my mom, and I did want us to have a new beginning with our relationship as far as that goes. But unfortunately, I didn't get to experience that. So, if anything, if I can leave you guys with anything, is that not all new beginnings are scary or necessarily bad. New beginnings can present itself with purpose. So, I mean, if you guys are thinking about establishing, oh my gosh, I can use words. Establishing, oh my gosh, I can't even use the word right now. Establishing. Okay, I don't know what I was saying. I don't know what I was saying, but if you guys don't want to establish those relationships with people you may have not had talked to in a while, that maybe you miss, if they're not hurting you in any way, or if they're not bad for your life, I would say just go for it. Talk to them. Get back in their lives if they want you to. Ask them, just give them like a small text or whatever. Ask them how you doing. I hope you're doing good. Just know that I'm here for you. There's lapis right there. Ooh, there's glowfish, so pretty. See, with this shader's backing, I can't really tell which one is water because it's so clear. So, but yeah, there we go. Let me get this iron real quick. I don't really see much interesting stuff with here. I may have to do like a little, have to dig down. I'm gonna see what's over here first. I am getting a lot of resources though, which is great because that's what I wanted to do today. We have a spawner here. Hello. Oh geez, it's a spider, it's a skeleton spawner. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Actually, this is great because actually I can create an XP farm with this. I'm gonna do this real quick. Ow, that still got me. I'm gonna eat this real quick because I do not feel like dying. And nope, sir, I need you to die. Thank you. Okay, let me just completely cover this up here. No dark spots, please. Okay, let's see what we got here. And while we're at it, we can put some of this stuff away. Some of the cobblestone here. Seeds, put that away. Copper. We got a name tag though. Golden horse armor. Got some pumpkin seeds, put some of that in here. Okay, we got gold, we got a golden apple. Awesome, love that. Let me actually eat a piece of this bread real quick. There we go. Yeah, we can definitely use this for our XP farm later on, but I think we're good. We can leave it for now. We got some lapis right up here. Ooh, this looks interesting. A lot to explore here. Yeah, so I thought, basically my thought process while going into this is I thought that the concept of new beginnings was kind of appropriate for this episode, considering we're starting a new world, and sometimes for me starting a new Minecraft world kind of sucks because I have to start all over, I have to start from fresh, have to mine some wood, whatever, and sometimes that kind of sucks. I felt like that was kind of relevant to life, and wow, my goodness, this is big. Hello? Oh, hey, there you are. I'm gonna try killing with this, maybe. Okay, how much iron do I... okay, nope, this is not good. I need to get myself back over here. I'm gonna smelt some iron real quick so I can get some armor, because I'm definitely gonna need some of that. So I would like to block this off. Thank you. Good. So let me go and put this down and this down. So, and we can put this. So yeah, like I was saying, it's kind of weird because I kind of look at Minecraft and I kind of look at life as sort of the same thing. You start a new Minecraft world, you have nothing, you have to venture off for yourself, stuff like that. But then, you know, kind of also looking at real life, you know, when you enter into adulthood, basically the second after you receive that diploma, they're like, here you go. Now you have to get a job. Now you have to get a place by yourself. There's a thing called rent now. And I thought it was pretty appropriate because, you know, you start off with adulthood. You don't have anyone there to help you. You know, you're by yourself. You're fending for your own needs. If you're hungry, you need to find a way to make yourself a meal. And for me, who I have no idea how to cook. I can cook the basic meals. I can. You want a mac and cheese? I got you. You know, you want like a bowl of cereal? I can make a mean bowl of cereal. I got you, bruh. Oh, there's a couple Endermen here. Okay, I want to be careful because this is really cool. Ooh. Okay, no, we're not dealing with that today. No, thank you, sir. I'm just gonna collect this iron. I'm gonna be on my way. Put some torches around too. Leave me alone. There we go. I get it. You guys are gonna be saying it's like, no, it's just a game. You know, don't compare it to real life. And I'm like, I know. I'm just kind of doing with what I got right now. But, you know, I've been playing this game for like almost 10, 11 years now. I think it'll be around then. And this game has definitely gotten me out of some pretty difficult situations, especially with terms of my life, because in those moments when I feel like I am not important, or I'm just really sad or angry at the way my life is turning out to be, I mean, there's always this game, you know, you can sit back, you can just chill, play the game, and you don't have to listen to anybody, you can just do your own thing, you know. And I feel like that's kind of what I wanted to do for this series, is that, because like I was saying in the beginning of the episode, I made this channel because I wanted to do something different. I wanted to add something new to my schedule, and I had done a Minecraft channel before when I was about 13, I think, and it did pretty well. I think it did pretty well considering what I was uploading. It wasn't the best content, but people liked it. I got like over 1,000 subscribers, and I was pretty happy with it. But the problem was, I was letting people's opinions of what I was doing get in the way of my joy. And eventually it became, I mean, that those words are coming from like family members, from friends, saying like, oh, you're doing YouTube now. It's like, okay, you silly kid, you know, whatever. Or I got those comments where it's like, you do Minecraft? That's so cringy, you know, don't do that. And the sad thing is that I let that get to me. You know, the worst part of it is I began thinking the same thing. I was like, yeah, what I'm doing, yeah, that's stupid. I can't, what are you talking about? Me? No. But the problem is like, it's like, excuse me, are you helping me pay my rent? Are you providing me in any sort of way? No, I don't think so. Last time I checked, you're not helping me in any way in my life right now. So why do you think I would care what you think of what I'm doing right now? If what I'm doing makes me happy and it's not hurting anyone, it's not hurting me, then, you know, just kind of leave. There's the door, you know? And I want to tell you guys the same thing. I mean, if you are starting something new and you're on a new path in your life that some people may not agree with, or they have their own set of comments, just ignore them. Honestly, this is coming from a guy that cares so much about people's opinion of him. I'm not even lying. People's opinion of me matters to me so much, or it used to. I'm really still working on it, but it mattered so much to me that I would replace other people's opinion and their thoughts on me with my own happiness. I would replace it with that, and that was the problem. And I'm pretty sure that's the cause of why I was feeling so sad and angry all the time. Now people would always ask me, "It's like, what's the matter? Are you okay?" And I always be like, "Yeah, I'm fine." You know, I'd lie, tell them I'm fine, when really I was just screaming on the inside, just trying to find my source of true happiness. And that's been a term that's been on my mind a whole lot lately. Again, I do feel like God has played a big part in that, where I have definitely been struggling with trying to find true joy and happiness within my life, because I had let people's thoughts and opinions of me get so far into my head where I was just drowning in self-doubt and hate. And I know some of you are going through that right now, but I'm just telling you, as someone who cared so much about what people think about them, don't. As long as what you're doing is not hurting anybody or yourself, then literally what does it matter what people think? You know? Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Don't let the opinions of this world get in the way of what makes you happy. Because let me tell you, life on this earth is short. It is short. So why would we spend all the time wasting our precious time and happiness on people's opinions, on people that will just fade away from our lives eventually? I feel like that has been definitely been something I have been trying to progress from, and it's definitely a beginning in my life in which I am still figuring out. I'm going to school for film, and that's not really common where I'm from. Most people are going to school to be a doctor or a lawyer, and when I tell them that I'm going to film, I mean, they're always like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, that's so neat, I've never heard that one before. And while outside, I'm just like, yeah, that's kind of what I was going for, it's unique. On the inside, I'm like, oh, you've never heard of someone going to school for film? So it kind of makes me doubt myself. I'm like, oh, am I really doing something that nobody would ever think about doing? Like, what? Am I doing a dumb thing? But like, no, it's just because it's not common for my area doesn't mean that it's not something that's worth going to school and learning about. Because if I do it right and I'm working hard at, oh my gosh, where we reach bedrock? Negative. Oh geez. I'm just gonna kind of mine right here, just see what I can find. But film is an industry that will never really die because there's always new shows coming out. There's always new movies releasing out in theaters. That the entertainment business is not going anywhere. The same can be said for the people going out into the medical field. Everybody everywhere is always needing a new doctor or a nurse, whatever. So definitely those jobs are worth seeking out. But if you're wanting to go into something different, like if you want to study anthropology, or if you're wanting to get into what I'm doing, like the film industry, learn about post-production or directing, go for it. Because just because most people find that odd in where you're living or your friends, doesn't mean it's not needed. It's the same goes for you personally. That when this world tries to tell you that you are not important or you're not really making a difference in this world, just know that the chances of you being here on this earth, it's near impossible. It's just something to think about. That when this life tries to tell you that you will just not amount to anything, or your anxiety is getting in the way, your fear, just think about how lucky the world is to have you. And some of you, yeah, you might be rolling your eyes, whatever, cliche. But I'm serious. The world is lucky to have you here. Because, and I get it, I'm using a whole lot of cliches here, but there is no one on this earth like you. Your set of personality, your traits, your thoughts are completely your own. They're completely, they're just not, they can't be remade. They're completely original. Kind of, my shovel broke. I'm gonna put my chest down there. Put some stuff in there while I'm dealing with this. But yeah, I don't know how long I've been recording for. Let me actually go ahead and see here. Let's see here. We've been recording for about 49 minutes, so I might not go for too much longer. But this is just, like I said, this series, I created it because I saw a chance for me to discuss what I have been going through, what my thoughts are of life that a lot of people are going through as well. Because even though I'm sitting here and giving you guys like a pep talk on life or whatever, and I just want you guys to know that I am needing this for myself too. Like this will give me a sense of clarity that what I'm going through is not unique. It's people everywhere are going through the same thing I am, and whether or not that makes you feel comforted, my goodness, or not, it definitely does bring some sort of relief to me. Because the idea that what you're going through, whether it's loneliness, depression, anxiety, and went back to puberty there for a second, voice cracking. Yeah, like I said, fear, anxiety, depression, with thought of a new school, new apartment, new friend, new spouse, new partner, whatever. Just know that you are not alone. Every situation that somebody has gone through, there's already been people who have experienced that sort of pain or that sense of like fear. So if I can leave you guys with anything today, oops, did not mean to do that. What am I doing here? Oops. There we go. I need to change my keybinds, but yeah, so I kind of have my stuff here. So if I could leave you guys with anything today, it would definitely be to accept and celebrate the new beginnings that you have in your life. Just like in this world, I have already gathered a lot of stuff. So I'm really excited to get that started, got some iron going, and we already have a full set of iron armor right here. Perfect. So I'm definitely going to take the chance to work on this world, and like I said, I think I will be replacing this with my old Minecraft series, my 1.0 survival series, just because I feel like, I don't know, this is more needed. Another thing about this series is that this is completely original. I haven't seen really anyone do anything like this before, and well, I mean, there's always those like commentators that are doing like this sort of thing, but as far as like talking while playing the game, but I like to think that what I'm doing is completely original and my own. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Like I said, leave your comments down below what you guys think of this series. I really hope that I can speak to you guys in any way possible, not just through my commentary, but also just through the game. Whether you guys are watching this late at night, or maybe you're just watching this during your short lunch break, whatever. I really hope that I can speak to one of you who may be going through what I'm going through right now. Because definitely the anxiety and the stress of being on my own can be a little overbearing, especially when you have lived with your parents until you were 20 years old. But like I said, don't take new beginnings as a bad thing. Sometimes new beginnings in your life can bring you a great joy, and just think about the times that if you didn't accept these new beginnings, if you didn't get started with something new in your life, you would feel trapped. You would feel in a constant loop. So, like I said, if I can leave you guys with anything, embrace those new beginnings. Enjoy them. And work with them however you will. If you need someone to talk to, talk with a friend. Or make new friends, whatever you want to do, talk with family. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys are excited for the series. Honestly, I am not going to be doing too much editing with these episodes. I just want to feel like I can upload and play this game and just hang out. I don't want to feel like YouTube is a job for me right now, because it's not. It's just something I'm doing in my pastime. So I'd like to thank you guys so much for all the support you've given me lately. We today actually just reached 60 subscribers. 60! Can you believe that? I've been doing YouTube for almost a year now, and I'm really hoping that for this second year here on YouTube, I'm going to do a lot more videos than I did last year. I really want to bring some original content for you guys, so if you guys are excited about that, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And like I said, leave your feedback down below, what you guys would like to see for the series, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.